the traditional territory of the Anishinaabeg, the Wendat, Huron-Wendat, the Haudenosaunee, Iroquois, Ojibwe, and Chippewa peoples, and home to the Métis. This territory is covered by the Upper Canada Treaties. We recognize and deeply appreciate their historic connection to this place, and we thank you for the opportunity to gather here, whether it's virtual or in person. Huge thanks to our sponsors, as it is through their generosity that this event is possible. Startup Canada and the Startup Women Program, the City of Brampton Innovation District, City of Brampton Economic Development Office, the Brampton Entrepreneur Center, a longtime partner of ours, Iris R&D, Alterna Savings, and Latam Startups. And I can't forget all the volunteers. We have an incredibly packed agenda for you today, from self-care to empower women to gain a bigger portion of the economic pie. But before we start, we would like to share a message from Minister Ng, followed by a short message from Mayor Patrick Brown and Councillor Rowena Santos. And we will start our keynote today, delivered by Sarah Masson, VP of Client Success at Lopio. So let's kick off the celebration, and thank you for joining us.
Hello, everyone, and happy International Women's Day. Every year on International Women's Day, we take time to reflect on the incredible contributions women make to our communities, our economies, and everything in between. After a challenging year, which has disproportionately impacted women, we know that their inclusion and empowerment is the way forward. This is also a time to reaffirm our commitment to advancing gender equality. This is a key priority for our government, and there is still more work ahead of us to achieving the full and equal participation of women in every space, from boardrooms and businesses to classrooms and community centers. Looking ahead to our shared future and recovery from COVID-19, we know that supporting women is the smartest thing that we can do. By advancing gender equality, we can add up to $150 billion to the Canadian economy. And if the world follows suit, $12 trillion to the global economy. These aren't just numbers. These are opportunities. This is why in 2018, our government invested nearly $5 billion in the new Women's Entrepreneurship Strategy, a cross-government initiative that I lead. This investment provides women entrepreneurs and business owners with access to financing, support networks, and expertise so that they can start up, scale up, and expand and access new markets, including international markets secured by Canada's 14 free trade agreements. And to ensure that we don't lose the gains that we've made in women's economic advancement, our government invested an additional $15 million to the Women's Entrepreneurship Ecosystem Fund to support women-owned businesses throughout this crisis. We know that there is much more to be done, and we are accelerating our work on the next phase of the Women's Entrepreneurship Strategy in order to deliver an inclusive economic recovery as we start to look beyond this pandemic. And this is not all. Our government's approach to supporting the success of women in business goes further than direct business investments and emergency supports. Taking action means supporting women in a kaleidoscope of ways, from income supports for raising children to paid parental leave and universal childcare. It means legislating pay equity, having a strategy to address gender-based violence, and making inclusive investments to ensure women-owned businesses grow in Canada and around the world. These are more than social policies. These are important economic policies, and it will be critical to our recovery from COVID-19. So this International Women's Day, I want to encourage every single Canadian to take action in ways, big and small, to support women and advance gender equality, and know that your government is right there with you. Thank you. Merci.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rowena Santos, Regional Councillor in Brampton Wards 1 and 5. Thank you so much for having me here today. It's an honor to be given this opportunity to welcome and address you at Startup Peel's International Women's Day celebrations. This year's International Women's Day theme is Choose to Challenge, highlighting the importance of challenging biases and misconceptions in the interest of creating a more inclusive and gender equal world. As entrepreneurs and businesswomen, you experience firsthand the challenges of women breaking through those glass ceilings. This pandemic has made it harder, but with your entrepreneurial spirit, you persevere and you choose to challenge anyway. And I stand with you in solidarity as we work and advocate for gender equality. We see you, you are fierce, you are courageous, and you are unstoppable. I would like to thank the organizers of today's event And a special thank you to Melanie Campbell for inviting me to speak and participate with all of you today. I hope everyone enjoys as we listen and learn from each other. Thank you.
I want to congratulate Melanie Campbell and the entire team at Startup Peel for hosting this amazing event for International Women's Day. We know 2020 was a year of unexpected challenges to businesses of all sizes, and we saw an even greater impact on women's businesses and the progress in women empowerment. Existing inequalities deepened by the pandemic, and it also presented at the same time opportunities to create change, to activate programs globally. Startup Peel has met those challenges head on and has continued to deliver and create dynamic opportunities, helping local businesses and entrepreneurs not only to rise to the challenge, but deliver new and innovative strategies. Their continued work with the Brampton Entrepreneur Center brings these opportunities to residents right here in Brampton who are ready to build and grow. 2021 will be a year of recovery and activation on all levels for all entrepreneurs and businesses affected by COVID-19. And Startup Peel is putting women entrepreneurs at the forefront of this mission. Congratulations to the team, and we look forward to the events over the next 2 days, and know that the City of Brampton is enthusiastically behind you. You can count on us to be a supportive stakeholder.
Great message from Minister Ng and Councillor Rowena Santos, and also from Mayor Patrick Brown. We thank you so much for these words of encouragement. It's been a really difficult 2020, and many businesses were impacted, not just in the region of Peel and Brampton here, but right across the world, actually. And that also impacted the way that women led their business. Many had to pivot, many had to change, they had to take on many hats. They had to wear hats, not just from their household, but also from their businesses, and to make sure that everything was working as it should. So we congratulate all these women entrepreneurs, women who are thinking of becoming entrepreneurs, and those who support them. So thank you again for joining us. We are getting ready right now to queue up Sarah Masson. She is the VP of Client Success at Lupio, and it's an incredible opportunity to have her join us here today. She joined us for several years back for one of our startup weekends, and the message was just so empowering that we had to have her back again today and to share her words of wisdom, encouragement, and also support for everyone here today. Thank you so much. And we look forward to bringing Sarah on and open up for words of encouragement. So don't forget to connect with each other while you are here. Platform is open. And thank you again.